Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the world of movies and taking a look at the top 10 Russell Crowe movies. Russell Crowe is known for his incredible acting skills and has starred in a wide range of films over the years. So let's count down his best performances and see if your favorite made the list. Starting off our list at number 10, we have Nice Guys. Shane Black wrote and directed the 2016 neo-noir black comedy The Nice Guys. Academy Award nominee Ryan Gosling and Crowe star as a tough enforcer and a hapless PI who join forces to investigate the disappearance of a young girl in 1970s Los Angeles. Hilarious and hectic, The Nice Guys is a modern classic that showcases Crowe and Gosling's stellar comedic abilities. Effortlessly blending mystery, satire, and humor, The Nice Guys is the 21st century's best noir comedy, an endlessly entertaining and instantly memorable film that deserves a lot more love. Crowe's rare humorous performance is a large reason for the film's success, confirming he should be doing a lot more comedy.
Oh, God.
Coming in at number 9 is Master and Commander: The Far Side of the World. Made in 2003, Peter Weir's Master and Commander is based on 3 of Patrick O'Brian's novels and is set in the Napoleonic Wars. It recounts the start of the friendship between Captain Jack Aubrey and his ship's surgeon and, when the occasion calls for it, naturalist Stephen Maturin. Crowe plays a young commander of a British man-o'-war ordered to hunt down and destroy a French frigate, convincing audiences that he could indeed have filled the role. His tremendous performance receives considerable help from Weir's direction and some of the best naval action sequences ever filmed, plus a great performance from Paul Bettany as Maturin. Considered by some to be among the most historically accurate movies, Master and Commander beautifully brings the early 19th century to life with epic grandiosity.
Wisely I'll grant you, but they must be governed nonetheless.
That's the excuse of every tyrant in history.
Next up at number 8, we have Les Miserables. Adapted from the celebrated eponymous musical, Les Miserables asks Crowe to not only play an early 19th century French police inspector, but to sing his way through the plot. Crowe stars as Javert, the film's de facto antagonist with a decades-long obsession to bring Jean Valjean to justice. Here, Crowe is part of an ensemble cast that includes Hugh Jackman, Anne Hathaway, Amanda Seyfried, and Eddie Redmayne. Jackman and Hathaway were standouts, receiving Oscar nominations for their roles, with Hathaway winning Best Supporting Actress. However, Crowe's role as the initially vindictive and ultimately tragic inspector adds significantly to the film's emotional depth. His singing has attracted much criticism from fans and audiences, and the Oscar-winning film hasn't aged exactly well.
From years ago, a man who broke his parole, he disappeared.
Say what you must, don't leave it there.
Taking the number 7 spot is American Gangster. Released the same year as 3.10 to Tuma, American Gangster has Crowe playing on the side of the Angels in this crime drama set in Harlem. The film tells the true story of how Detective Richie Roberts, Crowe, brings down drug lord Frank Lucas, played by Denzel Washington, who graces his character with extraordinarily seductive charm. Roberts discovers Lucas is shipping his heroin from Thailand to the U.S. in the coffins of dead soldiers being returned from the war in Vietnam. Roberts offers Lucas a deal: rat on the army of corrupt cops and DA officers for a chance at a lighter sentence. The twist at the end is that Roberts subsequently becomes a defense attorney, and Lucas is his first client, something so absurd it could only happen in real life. Directed by Ridley Scott, American Gangster is tight, thrilling and visceral, offering a worthy showcase for the Oscar-winning duo at its center.
Swear I will pull out my gun and put a bullet in your fucking head. Now stop what you're doing and pick up the glass.
Calm down, man. Okay, be cool.
At number 6, we have The Insider. Based on a magazine article about Jeffrey Wigand, a tobacco company whistleblower, 1999's The Insider is a brilliantly made, tension-filled drama. More importantly, it's a vital story about how the media, when all else fails, can be an essential channel for telling the public the truth about crucial issues. An extraordinary cast is capped with Al Pacino playing a television producer trying to film Wigand's story, often against opposition from his own broadcaster. Crowe stuns as Wigand, delivering a tense, determined, absorbing performance that earned him a nomination for an Academy Award for Best Actor. Crowe is The Insider's beating heart, perfectly enhancing the film's anxious tone with his moduled, precise performance.
It never crossed my mind not to honor my agreement. I will tell you, Mr. Sandifer, and Brown and Williamson too, fuck me.
Moving on to number 5, we have 3.10 to Yuma. Considered one of the best westerns of the last 20 years, 2007's 3:10 to Yuma is the second film made from a 1953 Elmore Leonard short story. The first version, made 50 years before, is also considered one of the great westerns. The film follows Ben Wade, Crowe, a captured outlaw who must be taken to prison on the 3.10 train to Yuma. The problem is getting him to the train without his gang rescuing him. Crowe stars as a ruthless but congenial villain, while Christian Bale plays one of the posse's deputized to escort him to his train. The pair become, if not friends, then allies of a sort, finding more in common with each other than either would like to admit. 3:10 to Yuma deftly handles thought-provoking themes of morality, loyalty, and sympathy while still delivering a thrilling western that ranks among the genre's best modern entries.
What time is it? About 10:03. Where's the 3:10 of Yuma?
Coming in at number 4 is Cinderella Man. This Ron Howard film from 2005 tells the story of boxer James Braddock, who, against all odds, won the world heavyweight title in 1935 off fellow American Max Baer. An honorable, determined, and courageous man, Braddock became a hero for all Americans struggling through the Great Depression, and was nicknamed the Cinderella Man by sports writer Damon Runyon. Cinderella Man features a tough and physically resilient character who also possesses great moral and emotional strength that is right up Crowe's street. Together with Howard's directing and the appeal of a hero for the common people, Cinderella Man makes for a film that is both entertaining and fulfilling and remains one of the all-time best boxing movies.
I did that on Hatch. Imagine what I would have done to him if I had a couple of steaks.
Taking the number 3 spot is L.A. Confidential. Although not his first American film, that was the underrated 1995 western The Quick and the Dead. This 1997 production firmly set Crowe's feet on the path of Hollywood stardom. Almost universally acclaimed on its release, and based on the James Ellroy novel of the same name, L.A. Confidential story about corruption and crime in post-war Hollywood can still be held up as the neo-noir crime film par excellence, with outstanding performances from Guy Pearce, James Cromwell, and an Oscar-winning Kim Basinger. L.A. Confidential is among the best films from the 90s. Crowe is exceptional as Detective Bud White, an honorable if excessively brutal cop who hates men who harm women.
That's what the man got. Justice.
You don't know the meaning of the word, you ignorant bastard.
Yeah?
At number 2, we have A Beautiful Mind. Some true stories can only be told properly in fiction. A Beautiful Mind, about mathematician John Nash, is just such a story. The real Nash, a genius who, with 2 others, won the 1994 Nobel Prize in Economics, was also living with schizophrenia and spent many years in and out of psychiatric hospitals. Controversially, director Ron Howard and writer Akiva Goldsman decided to represent Nash's illness as a series of hallucinations, with mixed results. Crowe plays Nash with great insight, sympathy, and, appropriately enough, intelligence, perfectly matched by a riveting Jennifer Connelly as his wife, Alicia. Director Ron Howard brings the best out of Crowe, with the Australian actor delivering arguably his finest performance as Nash. A Beautiful Mind works better as a sweeping love story than a biopic about a misunderstood genius, but Crowe's electrifying performance more than makes up for any of the film's weak spots.
Is my roommate a dick?
And finally, taking the #1 spot on our list of best Russell Crowe movies is Gladiator. From its extraordinary opening battle to its climax in the Colosseum, Gladiator is a dark and tumultuous journey through ancient Rome. The film covers the Roman army, slavery, gladiatorial contests, the Senate and the imperial family in just over 2 hours, leaving the audience in no doubt they'd just seen one of the greatest historical films and revenge stories ever made. Driven by Ridley Scott's direction, the story is firmly anchored by Crowe's Academy Award-winning performance as Maximus, a Roman general betrayed by Joaquin Phoenix's evil Emperor Commodus, who finally gets his revenge by becoming a gladiator. Crowe's gravity, presence, and stoicism ensure the audience understands that although Gladiator is not real history, it is, in its way, true history.
5,000 of my men are out there in the freezing mud. 3,000 of them are bloodied and cleaved. 2,000 will never leave this place.
So there you have it, our top 10 Russell Crowe movies. Whether you're a fan of historical epics, crime dramas, or heartfelt biopics, there's something for everyone in Crowe's filmography. Let us know in the comments which of his movies is your favorite. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.